Well, I understand exactly, Your Honor. I understand exactly what Alderman Olson was trying to accomplish, and I can appreciate that. And this budget affects every one of us. It affects me, affects all 7 of us that have to decide it. The mayor has veto authority if he chooses that he doesn't like it. So it does affect us, and I sometimes I get some feedback that we make these decisions, don't think about the people in this city and the struggles they're going through. And I believe each of us, when we ran for office, we did not run for this position to be popular, to be looked upon as the guy that's going to be their savior, like changes on the way, hope, all those good words. You know, you don't make decisions for instant gratification, and that's what I've seen up here, not as much tonight as the last couple of years, to try to get to this 0%. Everybody would love to see 0%. Let's go 0% this year, next year, but oh yeah, by the way, 5 years from now, we're going to raise it 15% because we postponed doing everything. And then some of those people that made those decisions are probably sitting on their couch right now watching a basketball game. It's a 24-hour marathon of hoops. The season started. But I don't see where these 3 positions necessarily are a waste of dollars, that they're unneeded. I think if that was the case, then I'd be right there with you, saying let's get rid of them. Let's not fill the DPW position, or let's take a whack at the health department. Now, do we have maybe some structural issues that we need to look at? Yeah, we should probably look at certain things. But I don't think you just do something for, I'll call it an immediate gratification. You don't do that. It's not about being popular. So, you know, we'll get criticized, this body already has, for passing some 2.9 or 2.6% increase. But the reality is, and I've told this story before and I'll keep on telling it, I was out this summer knocking on doors talking to people. Over 400 houses. And people were not telling me this is a tax hell. That, you know, we gotta do something about taxes. They were happy with their lives, happy with their services. And I do recall this time last year, we heard that this was a tax hell. And we heard about the angry taxpayer. But let's just look at last April's election, all right? Pitiful turnout. Where were these people? They didn't show up. All these angry voters, they didn't show up. So I'll take my chances in spring on this one, on this budget. I think that the mayor put together a pretty good budget. I think the finance committee looked at it. I appreciate what Alderman Olson's done tonight, taking a look at a couple other items, postponing them. But in the end, you got to keep up on the roads program, or you'll pay dearly. In the end, you got to continue to revolving equipment, or else you're going to pay dearly. There's certain things we can put off, but just because times are tough, you don't bury your head in the sand and hope 3 years later we pull it out and say, oh wow, these other communities have passed us by. I think we have obligation to plan for the future, and that's why I'm going to support this budget.
We could have a 0 levy increase. We could have a 0 levy increase. There's no desire for it on this common council. And yes, Alderman Taylor, you will have to answer for it in April. Yeah, the fact that there's nobody in this audience, with all due respect to the half a dozen citizens here, just means that our constituents either are fed up, they've never had a budget decrease in the city, or they've got their own lives to live trying to make some money to pay their taxes.